The Indian government revoked his passport in February this year, but billionaire fugitive Nirav Modi managed to fly on that very revoked passport 4 times since, says the Interpol. Political crisis in Tamil Nadu averted, but only for now. The Madras High Court delivers a split verdict on the disqualification of 18 rebel AIADMK MLAs. A larger bench will hear the matter that could decide the fate of the government. And weeks after the historic Ireland vote overturning a long-standing ban on abortion, Argentina will vote to change a law that sends women to jail for attempting to terminate a pregnancy. It's Friday, June 15th. Veteran journalist and editor of Rising Kashmir, Shujaat Bukhari was shot dead Thursday night outside his office at Srinagar's press colony. Bukhari was attacked by multiple unidentified gunmen who fired at him from close range. Bukhari was given police protection following an attack on him in 2000. One of his personal security officials was also killed. Bukhari, a seasoned journalist, was a regular commentator on television networks. He was widely seen as a voice of reason in Kashmir. Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti tweeted to say, "Terrorism has hit a new low with Shujaat's killing, that too on the eve of Eid. We must unite against forces seeking to undermine our attempts to restore peace. Justice will be done." More details were awaited at the time of publishing this report. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister E. Palaniswamy can breathe easy. For now, there is no immediate threat to his government. The Madras High Court, which was hearing a bunch of petitions challenging the September 2017 decision of the Assembly Speaker disqualifying 18 rebel AIADMK MLAs, has given a split verdict. Chief Justice Indira Banerjee upheld the Speaker's decision to disqualify the 18 lawmakers under the anti-defection law. Justice M. Sundar set aside the disqualification. A larger bench will hear the matter that could decide the fate of the government. What led to the disqualification of the MLAs by the Speaker? In the political chaos that played out following the death of then Chief Minister and ADMK Chief J. Jayalalitha, 18 MLAs pledged their loyalty to Jayalalitha's close aide Shashikala's nephew TTV Dinakaran. In their letter to the governor, the MLAs said they were withdrawing support to Chief Minister Palaniswamy. The Speaker of the Assembly disqualified them for anti-party activities. These MLAs then moved the Madras High Court, stating their disqualification to be illegal. So what happens now? In the event that a larger bench of the Madras High Court upholds the Speaker's decision, by-elections will be held for the 18 seats. In the event that the larger bench sets aside the disqualification order, the Palaniswamy ADMK government will have to prove its majority on the floor of the House. This could spell trouble. In the 234-member House, the halfway mark is 117. The ADMK would have 113 plus 3, 116 MLAs if you take away the 18, which is 113 of its own and 3 independent MLAs who won elections on the two-leaf symbol of the ADMK. Since they won on the party symbol, the independent MLAs are bound by party whip in case of a trust vote and could risk disqualification if they voted against. The DMK-led opposition has a strength of 98, which is 19 short of a majority, and could consider taking a shot at forming the government by mustering the numbers if the disqualification of MLAs is set aside. Fugitive Nirav Modi, wanted for defrauding Punjab National Bank of 13,500 crore rupees, has been cocking a snook at Indian authorities, it appears. Modi, whose Indian passport was revoked by the Ministry of External Affairs on 24th February 2018, has since travelled on that very revoked passport 4 times, reports the Indian Express. The Interpol, in a letter to Indian agencies, said Nirav Modi used the revoked Indian passport on March 15th, March 28th, March 30th and March 31st. He travelled between the United States, the United Kingdom and Hong Kong. How is a passport revoked? Under Section 1033 of the Passport Act 1967, The Passport Authority may revoke a passport if proceedings in respect of an offence alleged to have committed by the holder of the passport are pending before a criminal court in India, or if it is brought to the notice of the Passport Authority that a warrant or summons for appearance or warrant for arrest of the holder of the passport has been issued by a court. But the revocation order has to be conveyed to all points of immigration and authorities at airports. Earlier this month, the CBI asked Interpol to issue red corner notices against billionaire Nirav Modi and his uncle Mehul Choksi. What is a red corner notice? It's an instrument of international police cooperation. A red corner notice is a request to locate and provisionally arrest an individual pending extradition. It is issued at the request of a member country based on a valid national arrest warrant. But where exactly is Nirav Modi? On the 11th of June, a visiting delegation from the United Kingdom, including the Minister of State for Countering Extremism in UK's Home Office, reportedly confirmed that Modi was in their country. UK's Financial Times had claimed a day before that the fugitive was attempting to seek asylum in the United Kingdom. Then came the information that Modi may have fled to Brussels on Wednesday. Did he fly on the same revoked Indian passport? Unnamed officials have been quoted as saying it is unclear. It could have been the same passport, perhaps a fake Indian one, or even a Singapore passport. Who is Nirav Modi and what is his alleged crime? The 47-year-old diamantaire has a reported financial worth of around $1.74 billion and is a name to reckon with among luxury diamond jewelry brands. His clients include Dakota Johnson, seen here at the Golden Globes, and Kate Winslet, seen here at the 2016 Oscars. In 2013, Modi became one of the youngest Indians to make it to the Forbes billionaires list. In January this year, the CBI booked Nirav Modi, wife Amy, brother Nishal and uncle Mehul Choksi for defrauding India's second largest public sector bank of 13,500 crore rupees. Nirav Modi, officials say, left India in the first week of January before the CBI received a complaint from the Punjab National Bank about the alleged fraud. There was a political row after this photograph was released. It showed Nirav Modi along with other Indian CEOs and the Prime Minister at the World Economic Forum. This was taken just days before the FIR was filed and after Nirav Modi allegedly fled the country. Over 97% of Latin American women live under restrictive abortion laws. This may change in Argentina today. The fiercely Catholic country has a partial abortion ban. Argentinian women attempting to terminate pregnancies face up to 4 years jail time. On paper, abortion is allowed in cases of rape or if the woman's life is in danger, but in reality, this is heavily stigmatized. Argentinian lawmakers will vote on the matter now. For these women, the stakes are high. Approximately 500,000 illegal abortions in unsafe and often unsanitary conditions are performed in Argentina every year. According to Amnesty International, these abortions are the main cause of death among pregnant women in 17 of Argentina's 24 provinces. In 2016 itself, of the 245 maternal deaths in Argentina, 43 were caused by botched-up abortions. Ahead of the session, 122 members of the 275-member House said they would vote against, and 117 said they would vote for the bill that allows abortion up to 14 weeks after pregnancy. The fate of these women likely rests on the 30 undecided lawmakers. Argentina is also home to the leader of the Catholic Church, Pope Francis. The Pope had earlier reportedly rebuked Catholic anti-abortion activists who concentrated so closely on the issue of abortion that it eclipses other questions. Just last month, Ireland voted to allow abortion, and last year Chile lifted its ban. It's 3 a.m. in Mumbai. The city that claims never to fall asleep is silent and resting. But one man is up and about. His job is to wake people up to have their Sehari, or first meal, every morning during the month of Ramzan. Bhai is a human alarm clock. 56-year-old Mohammad Farooq Qureshi Sheikh, fondly called Taj Bhai, sets off in the narrow lanes of Dongri with a megaphone in hand, singing songs to motivate people to wake up. Taj Bhai became a Sehariwala in the late 90s, at a time when this age-old Ramzan custom was already starting to fade away. But even in the age of fast-moving technology, residents rely on Taj Bhai's human touch.
मस्जिदों में भी कोई उठाने के लिए रहता नहीं है तो मस्जिद में भी इनकी आवाज से ही उठते हैं. He is the one man army. Allah हमको.
They greet him with reverence and he reciprocates by being there for them every day, come rain or shine.
उठो अल्लाह के नेक बंदो, उठो ऐ मेरी माँ बहनों, सहर की तैयारी करो.
He doesn't sleep all night, waiting to start his nightly rounds at the stroke of 3. He hates being late, he has so much ground to cover and so many people to wake up. By the time he's done, the area is bustling with people. Wide awake, crowding small eateries along the streets to feast on the delicacies of the day. The day has just begun for them. But it's time for Taj Bhai to go home, to a small makeshift corner in an office building to have his sehri, a glass of milk and a roti, and go to sleep. Time for us to catch our weekly break too. Meet us again right here